Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nathan. If you watch my show, you're in my corner. Yeah, I try to say it a little different in every episode, I guess. What can I say to kind of surprise my fans? Yeah, so this is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Bermudez versus Chang Sung Jung, aka the Korean Zombie. And yeah, it's pre-fight rundown of the main card with my predictions, so let's get started. Okay, so in the main event in the featherweight division, we have Chang Sung Jung versus Dennis Bermudez. Now this one's been a coin toss for me. You got two top prospects in the featherweight division, talent-rich division, the UFC. And Dennis Bermudez, he's a tough, durable veteran who, in my opinion, should have won the Ultimate Fighter season 14, but there was a bad rough call and it caused him to not win it. However, yeah, he is, he's a star to look out for. I mean, this is his first main event, but he's put on Fight of the Night performances against Matt Grice and just other great fighters. Yeah, so Dennis Bermudez has great Division I All-American wrestling, and he's a tough, durable veteran. Now, where I'm a little bit sketchy is his striking is on par with the Korean Zombie, and also his submission offense and defense. I think he could defend the submissions of Chang Sung Jung for at least the first couple rounds, but when it gets into the deeper rounds, I think cardio and submission skills will play a factor for Chang Sung Jung. And then Dennis Bermudez has a watch out, even if he gets top position and gets in the guard of Chang Sung Jung. I mean, it's going to be a little tricky. He's going to have to be careful. And then if he wants to stand and bang with him, it's going to be a little tricky. So I'm not too confident on my pick on this fight, but I'm going to go with Dennis Bermudez. I think that his experience and his constant activity in the UFC, whereas Chang Sung Jung's been out for a while due to his service to his country of South Korea, he had to do so. I think Bermudez is, to a certain degree, the fresher fighter in terms of cage rust and whatnot. He's had less cage rust, and he's hungry for this win. So I think he gets it, if anything, by decision. And picking Dennis Bermudez by 5-round unanimous decision. I think he can win at least 3 of the rounds here. Okay, then in the co-main event in the women's strawweight division, we have Alexa Grasso versus Felice Herrig. Felice Herrig, tough, durable veteran, fought in Invicta. Same thing, Alexa Grasso. However, I think Alexa Grasso is a big deal in the women's strawweight division. I think we could see her, she's undefeated, and she can be fighting for the belt in a few more wins. I think if she fights 3 times this calendar year, if she wins this fight and the next 2, we could see her fighting for the belt early next year. And that'll be interesting, especially if Joanna's still the champ at that point. Who could win that fight will be real interesting, because Alexa has really good boxing. But Joanna, obviously, we all know she has great kickboxing, world-class kickboxing. But yeah, for this fight against Felice Herrig, I think her boxing gets it done here, and she outpoints Felice Herrig, and Felice Herrig survives each round, but it's going to be a tough battle, uphill battle. And I think Alexa Grasso gets it done due to strikes in the stand-up and wins 30-27 unanimous decision. That's my pick. Then in the lightweight division, we have Abel Trujillo and James Vick. Now, obviously, some of you know, proud Texan. James Vick is a proud Texan as well. Abel Trujillo is a heavy hitter, but I think James Vick, using his reach, is going to really play a factor here. And I think he's going to get it done. And I'm picking, unanimous decision, because I think James Vick is going to be kind of scared to engage too much with Abel Trujillo with the knockout power he possesses. And so James Vick is going to keep working the jab and not stay in the pocket, and just do kind of minor wear and tear each round on Abel Trujillo and squeak out a decision win here. And if it goes to the judges' scorecards in Texas and it's a close fight, it could favor James Vick. So Yeah, I think James Vick racks up another win here and gets back in the win column after his loss to Beneil Dariush at UFC 199. Then in the light heavyweight division, we have OSP Ovin St. Preux going up against Volkman Osdedemir. Osdedemir, yeah, I believe I said that right. And yeah, OSP I think gets it done. First round knockout. I think OSP gets back on track with this fight. This is sort of looked at as a squash match for OSP where he's expected to just walk in and win. And I think he gets it done. I mean, OSP's been main event of a UFC Fight Night before, and OSP is not going to bundle under pressure of having to beat this guy, him being a fresh face in the UFC. And OSP being a longtime veteran in the UFC and having fought in Strikeforce against tough competition there as well. So I'm picking OSP first round knockout. Then in the heavyweight division we have Anthony Hamilton versus Marcel Fortuna. Marcel Fortuna, during the weigh-ins, I mean, Marcel was barely at the heavyweight. I mean, he came in at like just over 210, and Anthony Hamilton was a rock solid heavyweight. And I think the experience of Anthony Hamilton and him training at Greg Jackson's gym and just the weight advantage, the power advantage, I think all plays a factor, and I think Anthony Hamilton gets it done here. And it's going to be first round knockout. I don't see this necessarily going to the ground. I think Anthony Hamilton knows he can win by knockout, and he goes for it and he gets it. Then in the women's strawweight division, we have Jessica Andrade versus Angela Overkill Hill. Angela Overkill Hill, women's strawweight champ in Invicta FC, coming back to the UFC after making a big splash in that organization. And she's facing Jessica Andrade, who is a top prospect in the women's strawweight division. And she fought previously at women's bantamweight division. And then, yeah, she made her way down to strawweight, where she's just looked as good, if not better. And I think Angela Hill has her hands full here. Angela Hill could win this. Now this is another fight that I have close. I honestly see this being. I hate to say it, but I'm picking Jessica Andrade. Nothing against her, but you know I like Angela Hill. Picking Jessica Andrade to win 29-28 unanimous decision. However, this is another coin toss fight because Angela Hill has just overkill on her striking, written all over it. I mean, her striking is top notch, and I think if this fight stays standing, Angela Hill has a good chance at winning. And this fight, yeah, could go either way, but I think Jessica has fought the tougher competition, still being in the UFC, and she's won in those fights, and she wants a title shot, and not that Angela doesn't, but it's just Angela is going to have to get readjusted, and I still think, you know, Angela is just, I mean, I want Angela to win. I hope she wins, but yeah, I just think Jessica Andrade is just the more fine-tuned top prospect in the women's strawweight division overall for now. But I think Angela Hill's gone leaps and bounds better, and if Angela loses this fight, she definitely wins in a rematch. And if she loses this fight and doesn't get a rematch, then she'll win her next fight or two. But for here and now, I'm picking Jessica Andrade to win. I think she gets it done. 29-28 unanimous decision. If she puts on some stellar killer beyond your belief performance, she could win 30-27. But I think Angela Hill will hold her own and at least make this go the distance. So there you have it. There's my picks for UFC Fight Night, Bermudez versus Korean Zombie on Super Bowl weekend, live in Houston, Texas. Stay tuned in the coming days for my post-fight show for this amazing card. And yeah, you got Tisha Torres in the prelims going up against Beck Rawlings. That's going to be a good prelim. Anyways, so there you have it. And yeah, stay tuned for my post-fight of this card. And until then, see ya.